Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to some more Minecraft Hardcore. Today we are going to be doing some horsing around. I would like to get a bit of a better mode of transportation because currently I've just got these little legs of mine and they're not very fast. And I'm not really in a rush to get an elytra anytime soon, so we're going to be getting ourselves a horse. And of course we're going to be building a stable for it, as well as maybe setting up some pathways and that kind of thing. But first things first, I would actually like to get the horse itself. But before we head out on an adventure and scour the lands for our new companion, let me give you an update on what we built in the last episode, which was this. And in case you missed it, well, it's a storage room with an axolotl pond out the front of it. And the axolotls have been doing this thing where they climb the waterfall like they're doing a little bit down there. Yeah, like this guy is. Except they've been going right the way to the top in the source block there. I have no idea why. None of them have fell out and suffocated or anything like that. They're all still here to my knowledge, but they just really like swimming to the top of the waterfall. Hopefully today at some point I'll be able to catch it on camera. And as you can see, I have actually done the tedious task of moving in all of my items and labeling the chests here. And I'm fully moved in. There isn't a single item left over at our starter house up there, which is nice because there's very limited space. And down here, well, as you can see, I just got a lot more. So I've labeled all of what I have currently at the moment, and I have a lot of room left for extra storage if I happen to need it. I can't imagine I will use all of these, but hey, it's good to have some extra space if need be. So that's what I've been doing in between episodes, and you are now fully caught up. Actually, that's a lie. I've changed this little bit at the front here. Maybe a couple of you noticed. We no longer have the fletching table, and the smithing table is now hid behind this block. I've only done that because previously I had a block here and you couldn't see the bottom item frame. So yeah, now you're all caught up. So if I can just locate my valuables chest, we need to grab ourselves some diamond horse armor, as you do, as well as a saddle, and I may even just grab a little bit of sugarcane, so if I'm having trouble taming the horses, I can speed up the process with some sugar. I'm also going to bring my emeralds with me, as well as some books, and that way we can actually head off towards the local village and find our mending villager, and just while we're out adventuring, we may as well get a couple more mending books. I'm not really sure what type of horse I'm aiming for. I think I might have to stay away from black horses, mainly because I always get them. I think it just suits my character quite well if I just take my armor off here. I definitely suit a black horse, right? I got a lot of black clothing on, it works. Trouble is, like I said, I get them all the time. In my previous survival world, I had a black horse called Onyx, so maybe this time we change it up a little bit. Maybe to a donkey. I'm going to actually write down the coordinates of this guy and possibly come back for him later. I will most likely never ride you, but having a donkey would be pretty cool alongside our main horse. I'll come back for you someday, buddy. Oh, I think I see some horses in the distance. No, it's another donkey. Oh, okay, I thought we got lucky there real fast. Why are these guys so rare? I thought they were everywhere in this world. Hey, look at that. We found our first horse. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You're not the ideal color. I would personally prefer something a bit more unique, maybe. I feel like horses are quite often this color, but I'll test you out for your speed and your jumping, and if you're really good, well, you can come home with me. Hey, he loves me. All right, let's take him for a test drive. And we're away. Oh boy. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, my friend. You're being left behind. We must be nearby the village because I found where we fought the Wither in episode 4. So there's the ruined portal. I believe the village should be just over this hill here. Can I see anything? Yep, there it is. We're close by. And still only that one horse. Oh goodness, I thought you were gone, buddy. I really thought you were. You're still here? Still got your mending trade? Fantastic. And you've lowered the price for me. That's even better. Okay, how many can I get then? 3, I think? Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Mendel, that can be your name. Suits you. This village even has some nearby horses over there. Once again, not my favorite colors, but we'll go check them out. I'm liking the look of this one, just a plain brown. Oh, I think he's even slower than the first one. This is terrible. Okay, hopefully some of you other guys are a little bit quicker. I've gone through pretty much all of these horses, and this one right here is actually the fastest. He's pretty speedy. I don't really know enough about Minecraft horses to know if this is considered quick, or at least reasonably quick. His jumping is something to be desired. He can go up 2 blocks, which is okay, but I'm mainly looking for the speed, and he is the quickest of all of these, so this guy is sticking with me until we find the next herd of horses. Not a herd of horses, but that is a beautiful... Horsey, do you mind you blocking my telescope? A beautiful, lonesome grey horse. Let's go check that guy out. Oh no, never mind. He's got at least one friend. Probably a couple more around here somewhere. First of all though, we gotta go to bed because I'm not doing this in the nighttime. No thank you. He's pretty quick, but I think my other one here is quicker. Let's test out the jumping. About the same. Okay, sorry my friend, you do not make the cut. Let's check the other guy. Yeah, this guy is definitely not quicker. I'm sorry horses, you are gonna have to stay out in the wild. You would probably prefer that, to be honest. This guy, who I'm actually gonna take home with me now, is most likely just gonna be shacked up in a saddle most of the time, but I'll take him out every now and again, I promise. This guy is gonna be staying in a stable, not a saddle, like I said a second ago. I really should have brought a lead with me. I knew this swamp biome was in my path on the way home and I'd have to cross it at some point in time, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together, so I don't know how I'm getting across this body of water. I guess we'll have to go through the marshland, which is not too difficult. There's blocks everywhere here. Oh, more water? Ah, here we go, land. And now we're in a forest biome. Don't fall down there, horse. Bad idea. We have made it back safe and sound. I'm going to have to grab myself a lead and just tie this guy up somewhere whilst I'm building his stable, which I think is going to go in this little nook over there. I'll have to flatten the land first of all, of course. Buddy, if you could come with me, that would be very much appreciated. And this guy needs a name, and I was actually thinking... maybe Buddy. I call all my animals and friends and stuff in Minecraft Buddy, but I think this guy really suits it. So that's what I'm thinking, but still, I would like your guys' name suggestions down in the comments below, and we'll give him a proper name with a name tag next time. Well, I can safely say building in third person is not as easy as building in first person. I would not recommend that, but hopefully it was fun to watch. So here is our stables, the exterior at least. The inside is looking very much so unfinished at the moment, but this is the outside of the building, and I actually really quite like this. Fits with the style of our start house over there. Maybe I should scrape my roof someday soon, as well as our storage room over there, kind of using a similar block palette, and I'm just having so much fun with the new blocks. The deep slate, the calcite, the copper, it's all good stuff. And you can actually see up here, we have one of the lightning rods, which I should probably place down a bit more frequently because I don't really want stuff burning down if we happen to have a lightning storm. They're far and few between in this world. In fact, I think I've only had one so far. So I think I'm good, but it's probably better to be safe rather than sorry. So as for the interior, we're basically going to split all of this into 4 different sections. We're going to have 2 stables either side here, as you may have guessed. We're going to have a central room just to access them from the inside, as well as it will hold a ladder leading up to the 2nd floor, which I think I'm going to turn into a hayloft. And one fence here, another fence here, flower pots flower pot, and I think that does separate the areas nicely. So it's not finished just yet. We still got a bunch of grass on the floor. We need to sort that out shortly, but this is kind of the size of one stable, and it's just replicated on the other side, made the ceiling look nice and smooth. And because we have this fence here, flower pot is just there for aesthetic purposes. Looks nicer than just having the plain old fence, I think. The horse is not going to be able to get out of here, but I can with ease, and same as here. If I open these up, I can get out, but obviously the horse will not be able to. This central area is now looking a little bit better, and we've got our ladder leading up to the hayloft, which is missing one very important element in hay. I don't have much at the moment, so I'm going to go grab some wheat seeds as well as a bunch of bone meal and just get as much as possible. We're also probably going to have some in the individual stables too, so it wouldn't hurt to just get a butt ton of it. A butt ton may be a bit of an exaggeration. I'm going to get a decent amount, just enough to fill up the stables. So I thought if you used Fortune 3 on wheat seeds, you would get more bang for your buck, which is technically true, but it only works for the seeds. You don't get any more wheat, so hey, I guess this helps me get a lot of wheat seeds if I ever plan on making a really big field of wheat at some point in time, which actually sometimes look pretty nice, so maybe I'll do that at some point. Just gotta fill up these cauldrons and we are all done. Just like that. There we go. Okay, so as you can see here, I've changed up the floor for inside the stables here. I didn't want to keep it as just dirt or grass. I wanted to have some sort of wooden flooring, but as you can see, it's a bit of a mixed match of woods, and it's got a bit dirty from the horses going in and out. So that just makes it look a little bit more interesting. We got our stacks of hay bale, of course. We've got a lantern in the middle, so no mobs can spawn, and of course our cauldron so the horse can drink, and it's pretty much identically replicated here, pretty much. And for the upstairs, well, it is meant to be a hayloft. It very simply just has a bunch of hay. That's it. Nothing else is really going on here. So now we're ready to move our horse friend Buddy, temporary name for the moment, in position. I've got his diamond horse armor ready to put on him, looking spick and span. Still waiting for the dirt to grow back over here. That's why it looks a little bit funky, but come here, put this on. Oh, you look dashing, my friend, absolutely dashing. Okay, take your lead off, and can I ride? Yes, I can. Nice and speedily, all the way over to the stables. That's it. Rear up a little bit, get yourself excited, and just do a quick test. He can't get out here at all with the fence closed. And can he get out here? Nope, I don't believe he can, and he can't jump anywhere, hurt himself, or hurt me. Wonderful. Those eagle-eyed viewers among you may have noticed in that last clip a suspicious lever over here, just wanting to be flicked, and we're gonna flick it. Indeed we are, because this is the magical shaders lever. If we turn this on, then we turn on shaders, and I think we all want to see that in this world. So let's do a flick and see if it works. Oh, would you look at that? They're on, looking beautiful. Let's go take a look around our world. Now we're gonna have to make this quick here because my computer fan is already picking up the speed. I can hear it whirring away, and I'd rather you guys didn't have to hear that too. So we'll make it quick. This is the starter house looking pretty swanky. I love this, especially with the shaders, of course. So here is our brand new stables. Buddy over there is looking even more glamorous. And yeah, quick turnaround, I guess, over to our storage room, an axolotl pond. Oh, there's the axolotl swimming up a little bit, like I said earlier. Haven't got any reaching the top for a while, but this is looking extra beautiful. Water is especially pretty in shaders, isn't it? And we'll head inside real quick, although it's probably not going to look that great. Yeah, interiors like this, and you know, when there's no natural light, it tends to not look particularly nice in shaders. This is probably one of the few occasions where just the normal look of Minecraft would be better, but take a look at that over there. Looks great, doesn't it? And of course, we have one final thing to look at just coming into render distance, our amethyst tower. Now, unfortunately, I had to turn my render distance down a little bit, so we can't really see it from all the way back at the base here, but if we can just climb a couple of trees, we should be able to get it to load in well enough to see it in all of its glory. Oh boy, okay, I think the, what's it called? Spyglass is actually too close there. Optifine is the better option. Oh, look at that. That just looks beautiful, doesn't it? The amethyst just pops that little bit more in shaders. Love it. So I think that's enough shaders action for today's episode, but I can assure you guys it will be making a return frequently in future episodes. Now it's actually up and running with 1.17. I like to use it every now and again in my videos. Not the whole episode, that would be too much, but for nice time lapses and cinematic overviews, it's really quite nice to put on. Now that we've got the stables built with the brand new copper roof, I feel as though it's about time that I scrape this one. I believe this is its final form of copper. It cannot change any more than what it is right now. So I think I take my axe to the roof and get it looking the same as that one over there. The only trouble is I gotta make this jump first of all. Oh, look at that. I'm a parkour pro. Oh, you gotta do it multiple times? That's news to me. Okay, it's fine. I got a mending axe. I can do this all day. Very, very nice indeed. Looking brand new once again. So there is actually a reason as to why we've made these horse stables and gotten ourselves a horse. As I said in the start of the episode, I would like to start using these guys a little bit more as a mode of transportation. Now, my plan for this whole world really and for these horses is to actually make more builds off in the distance like we have our amethyst tower there, so that they're fairly far away and I can, you know, stand on top of my mountain here and overlook all of the builds that we've done, just placed off various directions in the distance, but close enough so that I could actually ride to it on horseback. And I will probably get an elytra at some point in time, and in that case I'll just end up flying around everywhere. But for the meantime, similar to what they're actually doing on Hermitcraft, and not that I got the idea from that, I've been wanting to do this since I started the world, but I just thought I'd mention it because I know somebody is going to say it in the comments. Yes, it's similar to what B-dubs and everyone is setting up there. Horse pathways, right? That's what I want to do. I could just ride my horse in a straight line, pretty much. There is lava around there, so I'd have to be careful. But I like the idea of making a nice scenic path all the way to all of these builds. So as for a pathway design, I'm thinking I just want to go with normal path blocks and possibly a little bit of coarse dirt every now and again. I think might help it out. But yeah, we're not doing anything fancy or extreme or really complicated. It's just going to be a normal walked on dirt path going to all of them. So I think I'm going to get started with that now. We'll set one up going between all three of these, and then we'll send one off to the amethyst tower. I know I said that was it for shaders for this video, but I lied because I think this next clip really needs them. So as you can see, the pathways are all in, and you may notice a lack of coarse dirt, and I'll talk about that in a second. But for right now, I kind of just want to ride this path with you guys on the back of Buddy here, if you would actually keep going. Let's actually go to fifth person. Fifth person? My goodness. No. Third person. Let's not head to another dimension or something. But yeah, we got these pathways, and you saw them back over there at the start, but they're not very long. This one goes all the way through the forest, and eventually we see our amethyst tower come into render distance, and I had to do some clearing of the trees, and of course we had a river to cross, so we've made a bridge, and it's a pretty simple stone bridge, nothing a whole lot to it, but I do think it looks really, really good and makes for a good crossing over the water, so we can use it on our horse, which is awesome. And of course this carries on going to the amethyst tower, and we can roll in through the front door on our horse. So yeah, I love this pathway idea. I cannot wait until we have all of them going to loads of different builds around our world here. So the reason why there's no coarse dirt in our pathways is mainly because I think just having the path blocks looks perfectly fine. I don't think we really need the coarse dirt. It probably would improve it, but I don't think it's really worth the effort. It sounds like a simple job just adding coarse dirt into all of these path blocks, but it would get really annoying and repetitive having to do that all of the time, and doing these path blocks, I mean, it's just so quick. And I'd rather not have to go around with the coarse dirt if it's not really going to make too much of a difference, which I don't honestly think it will. So yeah, we're just going to stick to using the path blocks, but how awesome is this? I, as I just said, cannot wait until we can get some more in. But this is what it looks like from the starter area. Maybe if we can just head up to this vantage point and kind of look down. Obviously around here I'm gonna do some bits of terraforming and landscaping, custom trees, that sort of thing, to make it look a little bit better. But for right now we don't really have enough buildings in, and I don't know where everything's going, so just for the moment, it's going to be the pathways for a while. So that, everybody, is where we're going to actually end off today's episode. I know I said we were going to go back and get the donkey, but I think we're going to save that for the next episode. So we'll do that at some point in time. But for right now, that's going to do it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.